So, welcome to Night Slashers, a game you very well may not have heard of. It has an intro cutscene with no audio whatsoever on this intro cutscene, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, for some reason, like most of the attract mode has no sound whatsoever.
Yep. You'll know when it does. It's a very loud punch noise, the first thing we're going to hear.
Volume down if you're sensitive.
Yeah. There it is. Robot arm coming in from off screen.
Only half joking about that one.
And then there's a bunch of tutorials. I don't think we're going to need to worry too much about that. There are some flashing screen warnings. Unavoidable because it's a 1993 game, I think.
Something like that, yeah. It's that weird period where like they were putting out new beat-em-ups practically every week.
Yeah, I mean, once you get the base for this sort of game, you can cram whatever flavor you want on top of that base. And call it a brand new game.
Especially Data East, they pretty much cornered the market on horizontal scrolling beat-em-ups for a good long while.
Good for them.
Between them and IREM, there was pretty much a new one out every other day.
So here's our three characters. They're all introduced. With a light sampling of what they have to offer.
Cyborg hair metaler, random Chinese girl, and butler.
He's a Belmont, I'll have you know.
He's a bellhop.
You could be both. And they're such heroes that they rescued a family. Imagine that. Deliver them right to the military they've never seen 28 days later. Yep, fill it up with credits. And get ready. Who you want to be? We have infinite time to choose.
Yeah, I'm kind of torn between Mullet Belmont and D. Snyborg.
Yeah, you can't go wrong, and also we can change anytime we die, so...
Yeah.
We're not locked into this one.
I'll go Cyborg, dude.
Hell yeah. We'll start with Chris. See where that takes us.
And he's wearing the American flag because he's American.
He certainly is.
As we're going into the emergency ward.
Someone's gonna...
Seriously, the sign outside the hospital just had EMA. That is amazing.
Comic book sound effects every time we make contact. With zombies that have already lost their arms and are leaking guts. Vomiting embalming fluid.
Actually, if anyone has seen Return of the Living Dead, these are on the level of the Torment. Barrel zombie.
Yeah, that was what really attracted me to the game, is the grisliness of all the monster design and the hideousness of their deceased animations.
They don't just die, they literally collapse into guts. It's amazing.
Yep.
And this is the censored version as well, we should probably say.
Yeah, it is. Unfortunately.
The uncensored version is even worse.
It certainly is. Like, they didn't just turn the blood a different color, they actually changed all the sprites. So, like, you can't see, like, protruding bones and stuff.
Some of the enemies you will literally see, like, intestines falling out of them.
Yep. No, the stinger.
Do you know what that was? I was practicing earlier, picked it up, and it was just sort of like, you got it. Well done.
I had to look it up. Without any fanfare whatsoever, the stinger makes your next melee attack that hits a target deal dramatically more damage. A hot dog. You should have gotten that. You're the American.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, interesting. I didn't either. This laughing sound effect is very nerdy.
Sounds like it's something from a Splatterhouse game.
It really does. That's amazing, though. When you grab a guy, you literally lift him up off the ground.
Yep. Unfortunately, you can't do a special out of grabs or anything.
It was invincible. Well, there goes all of his skin, so that'll teach you.
Reanimator.
And reanimated. Oh, why did I take priority there? I guess because I'm player 1. That's too bad, because Jake also has hilarious lines.
Oh, the dialogue in this game is tremendous.
The best. Oh, down. There are ways to do, like, team grab moves. Like, if I grab someone and then you grab them immediately afterwards. Or maybe we have to grab them at the same time. It's unclear. Maybe we'll try and figure it out in testing. But this guy's a wrestler. Yeah! There it is! Fuck yeah! Team body slam. You brought that on yourself.
Also did like a ton of damage to it.
Yeah, it really did.
He's going killing bosses like right to the edge of the screen.
Yeah.
all these really cool deaths, and it's just sort of like, oh, maybe there's that elbow falling off. I don't know.
Yeah, that happens way too often with these beat 'em ups. You throw people off screen. Don't get to see.
Or you jump
or explosion. Yeah, jump kicks. Because the proper thing to do is juggle people and throw them off screen where they can't hurt you anymore. That makes it so you can't see them die. I know that.
Oh, these bats are annoying.
Yeah, they really are. This game is loaded with gimmicks. Oh no, a werewolf! That was no man at all.
No one told me there'd be furries.
Yeah. These are like slick 80s Teen Wolf werewolves, though.
Yeah.
What is that guy doing? It's honestly hard to tell with the severe fog effect.
Yeah, game's a bit too in love with its weird effects.
Yeah. Also, this emulation is going to feature some bad graphical issues. This might be one of them, though probably not. But we will see one later in this level. Oh, nice Phoenix.
The fire guy was just annoying me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've seen this bit emulated, and it's actually not doing too bad. At least the carriage that I've seen before is just, like, the majority of the body is transparent, except for the wheels. Any part that's moving is just solid.
Yep. This is the Korean version of the game, which for some reason is the least flawed emulation of the game. So on other versions, that carriage is basically completely invisible.
Yeah.
Whereas here it's just a little bit flickery.
And it seems to be whoever you pick has the speech.
Ah well. Guess we'll have to play it 3 entire times to see all the voice clips.
Oh man.
I know the puppet is choking me.
Weird looking puppy, my friend.
Yep. I still have the last area where we got attacked by werewolves in my mind.
Yeah.
Where we were indeed getting attacked by puppies.
Also, don't know if it was intended or not, but I punched the puppet's head back at it somehow.
Interesting. I have to imagine it probably was intended. There goes that guy. And there goes his face.
The bosses are still surprisingly gory, even if this is the censored version.
Oh yeah. So Stinger, charge up this attack. Oh Hope that it works. It's not working. And I died. Oh, we didn't have enough credits. So I emulated some credits in there.
This game is silly. Oh, my friend, you have no idea.
Yep, we are still in the non-silly part.
This is the game taking itself seriously.
Here's the Phoenix again, which ironically is the perfect thing to deal with the Fireman. I will crush. Right there, your last move was like an orb that you held out to knock the enemy down.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was like an actual thing or...
It's a censorship thing.
Was it across in the original?
Yeah.
Of course.
Can't have those. I've seen things that they are.
They made this game Nintendo in the 1990s.
There we go. But he reversed me. I got like a fire kick.
Charge up the special attacks. It looks like you've got two depending on what you're doing, because I've also got like almost like the Hydro Storm from Castlevania.
Yeah. And there most certainly are two. I don't know how to do my second one.
Yeah. I just saw it when I was testing it, and yeah, it just seemed to happen occasionally.
Hitting the orb seems to deal critical damage. Which is neat. And there goes everybody. I never liked beat 'em ups because Streets of Rage was one of the first ones I ever played on the Genesis. I was like, this game is...
in comparison?
Nope. I was like, this game is boring. It's not violent enough.
See, it was one of my favorite games as a kid.
Well, I was a Mortal Kombat nerd.
Fair enough.
AKA Edgelord.
And you've changed?
Yep. Irrefutably. Oh, you won.
I get the drug zombie.
I'm depressed that I didn't splatter enough corpses.
I'm better at corpse mutilation than you. Suck it.
Nice thing about the censored version, though, is English text. The only uncensored version is the Japanese version.
And honestly, this is a game where you need to understand the epic story just to have a proper grasp of how insane it is.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This game is nothing without its story. 45-hour epic that it is. I hope everyone is here, ready to spend 3 or 4 days. You're streaming it all consecutively.
It was originally the inspiration of Bloodborne.
It's true.
Are we telling the truth? Are we lying? You'll never know. Although there is a new game coming out called Life of P, I think it's called, which is basically Bloodborne.
That's a terrible name.
The design, the weapons, the enemies, everything is Bloodborne in all but name.
That's the one thing they got wrong, though. We also have a jumping special that I gotta do here. And a different kind of power store. Special moves obviously trivialize entire rooms, but
Yeah.
they are fast and easy, and they require some of your health, so you can't just spam them.
Yeah. Those slime guys are annoying because they take forever to actually disappear.
Yep. Also the giant biker. It's one of the toughest enemies we've fought so far. There we go.
Yeah, that
made it rain holy water. That is jump plus attack at the same time. I'm sure you probably have a weird move like that as well. But the timing is like very specific. It has to be frame perfect. Jump and attack at the same time.
The soundtrack is surprisingly complex for an arcade game.
Yeah, it's pretty kick-ass. You don't see this many guitars and many video game soundtracks from the arcade.
Like full-on solos and everything.
Yeah.
Genuinely impressed.
I'm impressed by the sheer number of animations. Very few of which we're actually getting to see. There are, in addition to like team grab moves, if we were to both jump and attack each other at the same time, again, framed perfectly, we would initiate a team move, and each combination of characters is different. And it depends on who initiates the team attack move, which variant you get. So there's like 9 of them or something ridiculous.
That is kind of insane.
Yeah, and performing even one of them is effectively impossible.
Something you can only really do in a task.
Yeah. Like, with no latency whatsoever, if we were actually playing on a physical arcade machine, maybe. You're not doing that. Once you involve emulation, it basically becomes impossible.
Yeah.
And you, George Washington. I'm gonna stick with Chris for a while.
Yeah.
There's a way for Jake. Yeah, he's pretty solid. Arguably the best character.
I just like the fact that he really does look like a reject from Twisted Sister, but with giant fuck-off cyborg arms and he's in black.
Yeah, D-Cyborg was about the best you could ask for a nickname. Well done. Eat that roast beef. I don't think this is a boss, so we probably don't need to leave the roast beef.
Yeah, probably best getting it while you can. Or no.
Yep. Fast guy's being a fucker. Yeah. Let's tear all of his skin off.
And blow up his house.
Yep. It's Christopher's time to shine. I'm a famous vampire hunter.
What's Belmont backwards? It was good enough for Alucard.
It's Nomleb. Works wonders, I think.
Lemmo.
Jumped right through that guy while he was doing his spinning attack. And we're already fighting Dracula. What was that onomatopoeia? I missed that. It was like, oh, don't.
I think we can both do it going by the speed run that I watched of the game. But if you do a jumping attack, you can sometimes literally kick them into the floor.
Yeah. I know I've seen Hong Hua do it very frequently, the lady character.
She seems to be the one who can do it easiest, I guess.
Yeah.
Or just toss me horizontally across the floor.
Oh, he grabbed me mid-air and did precisely that. And he's dead. We killed Dracula.
Short screen, but... At last, the daylight has defeated this horrible curse.
Yeah. I promised 48 hours, but we just beat the world record by dozens of hours. Oh no. This portal's to the Forsaken World!
I don't know, never is a pretty common word in the English lexicon.
Not for vampires.
The nights you say "nee."
Also, my favorite detail about the game was censored out of this version, which is when we kill everybody and are ready to move on to the next screen. It pops up a little arrow that says "Go," and on the Japanese version, that same arrow pops up, but it periodically transforms to say "to hell."
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, so it says "Go to hell" over and over again. But we don't get to see that. The word hell is too scary for us.
Hell doesn't exist.
It's true. Even though we are, like, defeating the guy who is opening a portal to hell to summon all these zombies. Apparently.
Or hell, like being trapped at work with someone who has only a vague passing sense of personal hygiene.
Fair enough, then.
Kellerman!
That's an Aztec portal to hell. Exactly like in Splatterhouse.
Alright, you're gonna have to sue somebody.
Unfortunately, we have, like, multiple group grab moves, but every time we simultaneously grab somebody, I don't realize it, and we just do the body slam.
The plus side, 2-player, this boss is surprisingly easy.
Yeah. It almost seems like the entire game is not balanced for 2-player, which is ridiculous for a beat 'em up. Nitro Ball has been recommended in chat. I don't know what that is.
Not one I've heard of.
Yeah. And Boogie Wings and Cliffhanger Edward Randy.
Yeah, really, Data East put out literally hundreds of games during the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
A lot of diverse ones, but also a lot of crap.
Yep. Wow, there's so many enemies that can just, like, drain all of our health instantly at this point.
Yeah, this is the point where the game actually starts getting difficult. Oh, my cyber nipples.
Oh, blue fire guys.
Nope. Those guys are just not fun to fight.
True. Okay. Sword just wanted to say hi. Hi, Sword.
I'm going to be a boss.
Not if I have anything to say about it. Unfortunately, they keep giving us, like, rock monsters and animate suits of armor. Like, their strength is being incredibly violent, and these things cannot suffer incredible violence. All they do is collapse.
Seriously, how is that not enough to kill him?
Yeah, in addition to the numerous recommendations we just got in chat, we have been advised to play Cannon Spike.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, that one's one you're familiar with at least.
Yep, again, basically if it was a Capcom game on the Dreamcast, I probably owned it or played it. Cannon Spike it's a fun game, especially the Dreamcast version, but it's also incredibly short. Like, literally, a playthrough is like 20 minutes.
That's the nice thing about these beat-em-ups, is we can, like, spackle them into streams.
Yeah.
Just a kill time.
Something like Cannon Spike would genuinely be really good to do like after a main game, just because it is so quick.
Yep. But I wouldn't mind.
I think some of the stages you can literally get through in maybe 2 or 3 minutes.
Nice.
It's a really fun game, don't get me wrong, especially the Dreamcast version, because it has a couple of extra characters that aren't in the arcade game.
Yeah, the arcade game does at least have like Mega Man and the essentials.
Yeah, a bunch of Street Fighter characters, BB Hood from Darkstalkers, Arthur from Ghost of Ghosts. Vega's an enemy, but it's kind of Vega in name only.
Yeah. So that's one we definitely got to do at some point.
Yeah.
And like, one I'm surprised we haven't done yet. I didn't prioritize it because I forgot about it. Growl. Have you ever heard of that one?
Oh, that game is fucking insane.
Growl is fantastic. I don't know why we didn't do that like first.
The music, the soundtrack in it is fantastic.
Yep.
Graphically, it's amazing. And like I said, just if you know about Growl, you know about the ending. Is all I can say.
Not many video games are perfect. Growl is perfect.
Alien Storm's another fun one.
Interesting.
We're talking about it's not quite a beat 'em up, but you know, to all intents and purposes, it is.
Yeah, these are definitely going to be good to, like, cram into streams as little bonus stuff that I can then make a YouTube video out of afterwards. Because it's endlessly enjoyable. Unfortunately, we have opened another can of worms.
Arcade games.
We already had 1 trillion games to stream, and now we have 1 trillion more. These are very short. They didn't tell me which button to hit, but there we go. We're zombie bowling. It's the punch button, by the way.
No bollocks.
Tied for last place. We did get to see the ads for Murderer Chainsaw, Scream Ice Cream, The Ripper Hospital.
Was it Gorefield Cola or something?
Yeah, that's what it looked like, something like that. And hey, we're flying an airplane now. We hijacked the airplane that we just fought through.
Nope.
Crashed it at a warehouse. We're not good pilots.
It's either a really weird airplane or the world's longest helicopter.
Oh, Death is here.
It's about time.
He's just a boss rush, though, it appears. There's a way as Jake to, after you grab an enemy, ride them like a skateboard.
I'm not gonna lie, that's the raddest shit ever.
Yeah, I wish I could figure it out. Like I said, the entire moves list is unbelievably complicated. And here we have the least visually glitched version of this helicopter that we could possibly be fighting.
still not that good.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Let's get this thing off screen as rapidly as we are able. There it goes.
Ace.
That didn't hit anybody, so it didn't cost any HP, so let's do it again. Everybody in the ground, and then immediately explode.
I know he's saying something like Mega Graviton, but it sounds like he's saying Giga Rabbit Bone. And I don't want to think about that.
It takes so long to charge attacks. And there's so many enemies that you don't get to.
Yep.
It's a weird design choice.
Gonna have to... I know, Oh, yeah, you kind of have to preempt the enemies by holding it down where you think they might be, so...
You do get upgraded slam moves if you hold them first. Got a better shot of his death animation. Oh, they're all dead. No. I was gonna throw a rock at him. Like that. A rock that explodes immediately. There are people on YouTube who like one credit clear this game, which is pretty absurd.
Yeah. Imagine they probably dicked around with the dip switch, saying things about make it light easier. I've seen people do 1cc's of stuff like the Metal Slug games, but those ones I'm gonna say are a lot fairer.
Yeah, this is a quarter muncher.
Yeah,
no question about it. This is designed to kill you.
Oh, okay, that vial was health apparently.
Weird. Everything else has been food items for health.
I was expecting it to be some kind of explosive flask with Splatterhouse.
Yeah. Only they'd rip that off. Another boss. The vampire's back. And Christopher's not here. We're all better vampire hunters than he is anyway. Yeah, this game is pretty... It's true. I prefer it to non-lebs anyway. What did he do to me? Yeah, he grabbed us both. That was weird. With one hand, throwing two people away like garbage.
Vampires, man.
Yep. But anyway, this game's ridiculously chaotic and hard to control. I mean, the controls are great, but there are so many enemies that attack so aggressively that you have no control over anything.
Yeah, after a certain point, you just mash the button and hope for the best.
Yep. And like, in case this is still too easy for you, there is a fan mod called Night Slashers X.
Oh, yes, on the Beats of Rage engine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, I've actually got that. When you said you were wanting to play Night Slashers, I thought that was the one you meant.
Yeah. Yeah, that was done much more recently. I think like 2020 is when it first came out.
There's about 20 or 30 odd finished games on Beats of Rage. Some of them are really good. The actual original Beats of Rage has received like a dozen different updates over the years, and not quite as good as Streets of Rage Remake, but still bloody excellent for what it is.
Yeah, Night Slashers X is like a Kaizo hack of this game. Yeah. There are dramatically more enemies. And many, many more levels as well. Tons and tons of added content.
Yep, new enemies, new stages, new items, weapons. Weapons are actually worth the damn in that version.
4 new characters. I'm sure you know one of them.
Let me guess, Terror Mask?
No, actually. Ash Ketchum from Evil Dead.
See, I've got it, but I didn't spend much time with it.
Yeah.
Certainly didn't unlock any of the additional characters.
They're all unlocked by default. Fan mod and all.
Yeah. Because I've got that. There's a D&D one, which is vaguely based on Tower of Mysteria. Final Fight one, which was kind of.
I think we're on the grand finale. Stage 7.
Well, we're in a weird cyborg factory. So yeah, it's either that or a penthouse. Usually the final stages of these kind of games.
Yeah, the game does get gradually less gory. Like, they're bringing back the hospital enemies, but in general, they've tried to limit the new horrifying monsters from the second level onwards.
Not even many palette swaps, which is surprising.
Yeah. But Night Slashers X. Remember in the opening cutscene when we walked down like a pathway and entered some random family's house and saved them from a zombie attack?
Yeah.
The fan remake turns that into an entire level that you have to play.
That is pretty cool.
It honestly is.
I thought you were going to say, you can play as the small child.
You would think.
I would hope.
Yep. And then they make us fight like a Voltron robot. This game has completely lost the thread, but
yep,
it's still good.
I mean, it was a weird thing in anime in the 80s and 90s to be like, okay, here's demons, but also cyborg parts.
We forgot this was horror.
We started off as, you know, kind of pseudo-gothic horror, and then turned into Doom for some reason. Things that were fighting the cyber demon.
Yeah. Weird choices all around. At least the game actually does have some meat on its bones. Because, like you said, Canon Spike is like 20 minutes. And that's the sort of thing you could get away with in the arcade and still get like $10 per person trying to play it.
I mean, I bought the home version of it. Granted, it wasn't as expensive when I got it because I started getting Dreamcast stuff after the console was dead. Shops were just trying to get rid of it to clear. I got a copy of it for literally like £4 or £5, so about $6, and eventually sold it for 80.
Wow.
Because it turned out it was also ridiculously hard to find.
Nice work there.
Still not as good as the time I sold a copy of Snatcher. Got it for £5 and sold it for about 180 quid.
That is a significant profit. That's what do the percentage increase there.
Profit Martian. Profit Martian? What the fuck? Holy shit.
This flamethrower has like a face in it.
Yeah. And it was kind of like a grab.
Yeah. Oh, apparently we can play this. It's not just a cutscene.
Yeah, I was just wondering what the hell was going on there.
They want us to play it. It's another running segment, just like when we chased the carriage earlier.
Yep.
I don't think we're actually allowed to fight this thing. I think we have to avoid it. Because we've hit it several times, but our punches just go right through it. And yet, progress does not seem to be like being made.
Oh, okay, apparently we just need to hit a certain number of times. Not giving any kind of response.
Yeah.
Oh shit, it's Akira.
Oh, the family we saved is finally saved, truly.
Hey, remember that mountain range you used to have?
Apparently your alternate mic has been drowned out by the game the entire time. Whoops.
Okay, I was wondering why I suddenly got human arms from.
The psychic cyborg, everyone.
Womp, 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 womp.
Now the most important part. Let's put ass. That's our name. Such a dignified ending photo.
Blah.
For our victory. And there's the robot we killed, who turned out to be the source of all zombies and horrors in the entire world.
And thus the day was saved.
Yep.
By a really bad gambling addict.
And that's Night Slashers. Short and sweet, like all these beat-em-ups. We're probably gonna do a bunch of these now.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll also do real games, naturally.